Good morning, children. I am your English teacher. Today, let us continue with the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon. See, children, in the previous topic, we have studied about the poet says that the pirate had a pistol in his left hand and another pistol in his right hand and a sharp sword in his mouth, children. So, he had come to kill these all animals and including Belinda. So now here the poet in this paragraph he says that but up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like iron with a clatter and a clank and a jangling scream. He went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. See, children, here, after seeing the pirate, Belinda turned pale and she cried for help, and the pets also got scared and they frightened and they ran away with the bark. Ran away, Ink also ran away and hid himself under a little mouse in a mouse hole. So, like this, they took all their shelters. But now, here, all the pets who always boosted up their bravery ran away after seeing the pirate. So, when all other characters that were earlier defined as a brave got frightened, the dragon did the most unexpected thing here, children. He jumped onto the pirate and made such a strong sound with his nose as if the engine was producing a sound. Not only this, he hit his tail on the ground with great force that it produced a heavy sound of metal being rubbed against each other in the underground prison. He attacked the pirate just like Robin Bird that attacks the worms. So now here he attacked the pirate as a Robin Bird, and what he did is he ate away them. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but that did not hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. See, children, here the pirate got so shocked by the dragon's reaction that he opened his mouth wide with shock. To gather some strength, he drank some alcohol from a container in his pocket. After gathering some courage, he fired 2 bullets on the dragon, but it missed it. Custard the dragon ate every bit of this fierce looking pirate. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him, no one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee did guide it around the dragon that ate the pirate. When the pirate was dead, Belinda hugged the dragon and Mustard licked him. No one was sad for the death of the pirate. What they did is they were all very happy. Both Ink and Blink were running around the dragon in happiness. So here the poet says that all the characters were very happy and they were showing their gratitude towards the dragon as he had saved them. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. I had have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. We have been 3 times as brave, we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. So now, after they thanked and showed their love towards the dragon, all of them changed their mind, children. They were reminded of how they used to make fun of this covered dragon, and now they all were praising him. So at once the dog said that it was just because of some confusion that he wasn't able to do anything, otherwise, he would have been twice as brave as Custard. Both Ink and Blink also said they would have been 3 times braver than Custard. To this, the dragon said that he fully agreed to this, that all of them were more powerful and brave than him, children, here. Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse, and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon, and her Realio, Trulio, little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe cage. See, children, here at last the poet used the same lines again to show that after this terrific episode in which the dragon was the hero, where all other characters still undermined him by saying that they were not more powerful than him, and could have handled the situation in a much better way, they were saying. The poet says that life started again in the same manner. Belinda still lives in that little white house with ink, blink, mustard, and custard, and all of them are very brave, whereas the dragon is still a coward who always wants to stay safe in his cage, children. So here the poet describes that the Belinda lived with a white house with her all her pets, and the poet says that Belinda is also a brave as a barrel full of beers. Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard is brave like an angry tiger, and Custard always again cries for his safe cage, children. So children, here we have completed this poem, and here in this poetic device, it is used to bestow human qualities on something that is not human. In this poem, the poet uses the device of personification with respect to Belinda's kitten, mouse, and dog. In second line of the fifth stanza, he gives them all the human ability to speak and to tease. They are seen teasing the dragon. See children, here this poetic device is used when a word is used to describe a sound. In this poem, the poet uses the device of anatopia in the second line of the sixth stanza, where he uses the word wreck to describe the sound a mouse makes while giggling. Compound words are formed by adding two words into a single one, when normally those words are not used together, children. And in this poem, the poet uses the device of compound word in the third line of the seventh stanza, when he combines the words meow and ouch to create the word meow. So children, here this poetic device is used when an emotion is attributed to a non-living thing after being displaced from a person, most often the poet himself or herself. In this poem, the poet uses the device of transferred epithet in the second line of the ninth stanza when he writes the phrases, children, and terrified elp. It is not the elping sound that is terrified. It is not a non-living, but that dog is terrified by the pirate and elps in reaction, children. So, thank you, children. Have a nice day. See, I have given the question and answers, and a worksheet is being given. Completed, children. Thank you once again.